I've been a recruiter for 15 years and I've devoted my career to this business. I love it. And one piece of advice that I can give you in working with a recruiter is to recognize that a recruiter's value is not just in finding candidates. When we think about recruiting, people have different definitions. And I can tell you, as somebody who's a practitioner of the art and a student of the art, that the process of building a relationship with a candidate is as or more important than the fundamental qualities of the candidate. The way in which expectations get set is massively, massively important. You can have good candidates that go through a bad process, interview, onboarding, training, and management, and they will fail. And you can have uh, subpar or less, in some sense, generic sense, high quality candidates who go through good interviewing, good expectation management, good onboarding, training, leadership, and succeed quite a bit. The level of leadership makes a big, big difference to the success of candidates. And oftentimes, I see people get a little bit too hung up on this is just a quality of candidate issue, and it's really not. It's a quality of leadership issue. It's really understanding the human landscape that we're all trying to navigate, building teams, building projects, navigating chaos and complexity, solving problems together. Um, and being able to see the various people, the components of those teams in high resolution, and recognizing that different people need different things. They need different support, they need different accountability, different encouragement, etc. And so when you're working with a recruiter, the way that recruiter should be supporting you is helping you see that person in higher resolution, thinking about that, developing informed commitment on your part and the candidate's part, and helping setting you up for success. So the mistake is they work with a recruiter and their mindset is, hey, bring me this person. And because this person was recruited, they must be a high quality candidate. And of course, the recruiter is going to agree, yeah, they're a high quality candidate. They worked hard to find them. And then the company process, in some sense, takes over. That goes internal. The company interviews. Not a lot of information is flowing back to the recruiter. Not a lot of information is flowing back to the candidate. Sometimes recruiters find themselves a little bit on the outside of the process at this stage, and the company's not relying on the recruiter who's navigated through this process many, many, many times, right? They've repped this problem of relationship development. And so the client misses out on the value of the recruiter's experience and perceptiveness and navigating these situations and helping both parties build a really excellent relationship. And I would argue that finding the candidate on some level is not as important as building a great relationship. And so if you think about the money that you spend on recruiting, if in your mind all that money is going to finding the candidate, you're missing out. Work with a recruiter who has a process of not only just finding the candidate, but helping you build a highly functional, committed relationship with that person that has a good chance of standing the test of time and the type of challenges and complexity and chaos that's going to come your way through the course of this work. Because you're not hiring because the C's are smooth, right? You're hiring because you have a problem, you have chaos, you have issues, you need solutions. You need this person to come in and join you in problem solving. And so that's what I specialize in, is helping construction companies hire leaders in such a way that they get access to leaders who aren't, in some sense, classically looking, and also do it in such a way that develops a lot of informed commitment and perceptiveness between the parties. They do this in a shorter amount of time, and building relationships that can stand the test of time instead of just relying on candidate inherent levels of loyalty, which vary on a personality basis. We really need to understand the alignment of the goals and the motives between the candidate and the company, the hiring authority, the leadership, the team, and make sure that there really is good fit. Because the concept of fit is a highly, highly complex one. And if you're just looking at quality of candidate, you're really missing out on a lot of the equation.